Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love. And I'm going to do a weekly energy read for the divine counterparts and for us, just to say what is going on with the energy this week, what do we need to be aware of, what is going on. And so it's always good to get like a little heads up of what energy can we be expecting, what are the influences from above and below to ground in these connections, what is like literally, you know, what are the energies doing. So I will do that, and I'm also going to include some messages of love oracle to say what the messages they want to give with this reading as well. So we'll do a few things and then whatever else I'm guided to as well. So we'll see what comes through. So this is for all of us who resonate with this twin flame, soul to soul energy. I can already tell I think I've seen the devil and the tower flash up already about 3 times. So there could be some brutal things happening. Right, okay, so this is divine counterpart. What's going on in their head? Oh, wanting to bring a message. Wanting to bring a message of love. That's what's going on in their head. In fact, we've had the Page of Cups a few times recently. So the Page of Cups is on their mind. What's in their heart? Oh, the Emperor. The Emperor is, you know, basically very together, very wanting to create, you know, to create their kingdom. What they're wanting is to be able to come and speak up, basically. The Queen of Swords is, you know, wanting to, the Queen of Swords doesn't mince her words, right? And so, but they basically, that's what they want. They want to have the ability to be able to be a bit like the Queen of Swords, to be able to say what they really mean, right? So the key thing to know for them is this, the Fool. That they want to be the Fool, to like basically walk off this, you know, the Fool just is trusting, you know, trusting in the divine guidance, trusting that when they walk off the cliff, then they'll be supported. So the key energy for them, that, oh no way, look at that, the energy that they're taking from the union is the Empress. Look at that, the heart is the Emperor and the Empress, and around it is wanting to bring this message of love, wanting to be able to speak the truth and to be the Fool. Wow, that's wild. So then for us, it is, let's have a look. What's going on in our heads? The King of Cups. We had this the other day, right? The King and the Page of Cups we've had in the last few, I can't remember when. Timing is such a weird thing, but basically we're thinking about, you know, come and be our king. Come and tell us how you feel. Come and be this King of Cups who's in, you know, being able to speak about your emotions and tell us what you want. So at the heart of us is because, look, you see we've got the 9 of Wands. And so because we are thinking we just want our king to show up, at the heart of us that's creating a little bit of anxiety and burden, because we're like, look at that guy. He's like looking as if to say, when are you coming? Because my heart is feeling a little bit heavy, yeah? Because what we're wanting is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. How did, you know, if you watched this morning's message, the 6 of Cups came up as the grounding energy for today. And it was the 8 of Wands. So fast moving energy. And so this is brilliant because basically, you know, this is the energy for the week. I'm just curious to see what is the key thing for us to know. and is the Queen. We are the Queen of Wands sat here on our throne. The Queen of Wands is that ethereal queen, you know, the one that owns her spiritual truth, owns her spirituality, knows what's going on basically. And the energy we're taking from the union then is this Seven of Swords. Right, so you can see now why we have the Nine of Wands in our heart space, because we are the seven is basically saying, the Seven of Swords that we're taking from this is like, come, the Two of Swords is still stuck here, right? So the Two of Swords, this to me is saying, make a decision and then go for it. Run towards the Empress. This is our divine counterpart here, who is in this state, because they're in this state of, you know, wanting to pick up all their swords, which is all the mental strife, and make a run towards the Empress. Because that isn't happening, then it's causing us the Nine of Wands in our heart space, which is, it's feeling like that burden of like, come on, because I'm thinking about you, I'm wanting our reunion, I know that because I'm the Queen of Wands, and yet you need to make a decision, right? You need to make a decision to pick up all of that, your sticks, and run towards me, run towards the union. You know, to be the Fool. They have this energy around them, which is that Fool, which is basically, you know, saying more and more every single day, you know, take up the sword, pick up the swords and run. So then let's have a look. The crowning energy. How is the star? Keep wishing upon the star. Big healing energy is going on. If you look, she's looking into the pool of water, completely naked, pouring the emotional pool, the sacred pool, which is, you know, what these connections are. It's the divine mirror looking back at us. So the message, look at that. The bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. It's truth. So look at that. We have the King and the Queen of Swords. We have the Emperor and the Empress. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. So we have two basically divine, you know, sort of as in couple energies, the kings and the queens. And another queen and another king. So, you know, there is a lot of kind of, and the Emperor and Empress energy here. You know, there is a lot about in this. It's like there's reunion, the Six of Cups. There's the Emperor and Empress, which is, you know, that divine energy coming in. There's the healing. There's the Page of Cups. We want them to be the king, though. So they're wanting to come forward with a message, and we're like, but we want you to come forward as our king. So let's see, what is the message they want to say from their side, the divine counterpart? And it is this: the attraction that you feel, it is mutual. Well, of course it is, because you got that. Look at this: the Emperor and Empress is right there, sat actually right next to each other. So make a decision and run towards the Empress, right? So be the Fool. And for us, it's like, you know, we need to let the burden go around our heart, though. I know that this is, you know, this is like a bit like, ooh, the wounded warrior. Accepting that everything happens for a reason, right? For this is this energy. It's like, you know, at the heart, it's like, make a decision. Let's not prolong this anymore, right? But ultimately, we know that we've got to go through this process in order to gain more truth, right? The King of Swords is at the bottom. Underneath is the Hangman. You know, this is divinely orchestrated that we're put into the Hangman, and so we can all come more and more into our truth, because there's a massive healing that's happening. So this week, what do we need to be aware of? Feeling that a bit burdened at the heart for us. That's for sure. So we need to be, you know, the Queen of Wands is right here though. This is you sitting on your spiritual throne. The black cat is for good luck. The first pet that I had, or the first cat that I ever had, was a black cat called Lulu. And she used to follow me everywhere. And it wasn't until actually fairly recently on this sort of path I've realized that my twin's energy was always within my cat. And that to me now, whenever I saw a black cat this morning, actually, was when I was going out for my walk. And so it's always to be aware of that. That's the childhood wonder of it, to remember these things from childhood. And then you kind of piece it together and you're like, oh my goodness, yeah, there were signs of my twin all the way through childhood, which is the Six of Cups coming back round. So it is to note that the attraction is mutual. Everything happens for a reason. And then the last one, what's the message for the reunion energy, which is all here, which is like, you know, healing, coming into truth, and you can be completely open with this person. Vulnerability, look at that. Just as I was saying, you know, the star is all about being vulnerable, isn't it? Being naked and putting your foot into the sacred bath, sacred water. That's what this connection is. That's what these connections are about: vulnerability, about healing, about, you know, finding your truth. So there we go. That is what is happening this week. Big healing energies, big letting the heart remain open, being vulnerable, being true to who you are, trusting that everything is happening for a reason, and just trusting that the attraction and all of the crazy feelings that you feel, it is mutually orchestrated because you have the Emperor and the Empress right here. Okay, I really hope that helps. If you would like to have one of these readings for yourself, for you and your twins connection, just to see what's going on at the moment, then please do. All details are in the description box against the video below. I'll be back tomorrow with some more messages, but in the meantime, hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.